So this is the method how we can improve efficiency of any radiators at home. So let me switch this on. So what we have here is lots of small fans. So I'll show you what's underneath. So there is a sensor and there's 9 fans underneath which are blowing the air up, and the sensor detects the temperature and it switch on and off. So basically in here you can feel how it's blowing to show you, and even in here it's easy, nothing. You can leave it there. In here. So it's blowing a lot. So what it does is basically the heat will reach your room much quicker. So I reckon it's like usually for that room I have in here study, it's around 3.5 meters by 2.5. So usually it was 20-30 minutes to warm you up nicely, but now it's 10-15. Okay, so I can show you now what it is, how I made it. So this is how it looks like roughly. So each fan, it's basic fan, you can see it's 5 volts. So the other one I showed you is I think it was 5 centimeters, so you can measure roughly. These ones are 6, so depends how your radiators looks like underneath, how much space in between the blades you have. So you can put even tiny bit bigger, maybe 7 centimeters. I do have the sensor, maybe now, yeah. It's 40 degrees and normally open. So basically, if it detects the temperature around 40, I think it's plus minus 5 to 7 degrees, then it will basically allow the electricity to go through it. And then when the temperature drops on the radiator, it switch off. Obviously, you don't need that if you don't want to, but obviously you need to manually switch on and off. You can add the smart plug, you can control from your phone, smart home, or you can add that temperature sensor. So, and adapter. So these are basic adapters you can get for around. This actually helping or not. So this adapter is for 5 volts 1 ampere. So these fans basically are PC fans. All you need to do is just glue them together, join each cable, and then buy the adapter. So adapter is around I think I paid around £4 each. 4 fans for £11. You can add as many as you want, depends on your length of radiator. For smaller one I have 6, for longer I have 9, and then just to cut out the end of the DC, and then you're gonna have two cables, red and black. So then join them there. Just to show you, I have another one. I haven't finished. There is another one. the same fans, 6 fans, but this you see the cables I haven't connected them yet. So you just need to connect red to red, black to black. All goes one line going all up to here and go back, and to the DC connector. So this is like a pre ready state. And yeah, to make sure obviously it sticks to radiator, I have the magnets on each side. You can buy the very cheap magnets and then just glue them. The same and the same for the sensor. So that sensor, you need to have a little magnet as well. So put on one side, stick it to radiator, and it will be all the time there. and I just added hot glue just to make sure these cables don't move at all, because they are very fragile. You can see how, these cables are really tiny. So I just glue to make sure that I know it doesn't look nice, however he does his job a lot. So it's and you're not gonna see it, as I showed you before. You're not gonna see it because it's underneath radiator. And there are some other solution you can buy off straight away off Amazon, but the disadvantage is they cost a lot, and there are only 3 fans and smaller than these ones, and they're not gonna be as efficient as these. So yeah, decided to do it myself, and better, more fans, and so on. It will use the energy. I did check on the smart plugs on here. So these 6 fans with that adapter, 5 volts 1 ampere, is using around 7 watts. So as you can see how much is consuming the energy, so 7.2 watts roughly, oscillating a bit if you up and down. Try do it yourself. It's not difficult. I'm not the electrician or whatsoever, just DIY person. As you can see, the buying already made these devices, 6 fans, so 2 units, it's around £120, and if you make yourself, it's around £25 only for 6 fans. Even if you need a longer one, some of the radiators I have 10 or 12, so you're adding about £7, maybe 10 maximum if you have 12, to the total cost. Because obviously you don't buy another adapter or sensor and so on. It's just a couple more fans and that's it. And I did my calculation based on 10 radiators. So winter we have around 4 months, so it's £15 per radiator I have. So it's 60 quid a year. So you can see it's 2 years return on investment. So it's really pointless to buy them, because if you don't, you can still have a heating on for 2 years at basically no cost, unless you are really person that is struggling to make them. Then you can buy them for one radiator, but to buying them for like 6-7 rooms, yeah, it's really pointless.